Gioia del Colle, a Frederick II and Puetian town to the southeast of Bari in Puglia, is home to the first and most important museum of rural culture and related arts. Dr. Santoiemma, a veterinarian, descendant of the known Santoiemma family, wood and iron industrialist. As a child, he lived in his maternal grandfather's company, breeder of indigenous animals, and collected the memorabilia he discovered in cellars, abandoned workshops, and private collections, putting them back together again without altering their colours and materials. He has brought to new light and renewed splendour all that is part of the historical source of the museum today. Mimo Castellano, known Italian designer and photographer, has created the logo with the aim of designing a citadel of rural culture. One of the oldest devices draws attention, the ingegna, a tool used to control and manage water. The blacksmith, dedicated to creating exquisite, valuable products both for decorative and business use, often carries out the precious farrier task, and together with the saddler and cobbler is considered a mentor of all the craft-related initiatives. The saddler provides tacks for each animal, and the carpenter is able to repair or create thousands of instruments, including wagons and trailers. The wool is carded with manual tools, operated with speed and expertise by swift and laboured hands. The candle sector is also important, complete with beehives, boilers and containers. There is also a vast collection of traps. The conserpiati, the repairer of clay and earthenware artefacts, the knife grinder, the town crier, the umbrella maker, the milkman, the ice cream maker with his first equipment up to Carpigiani machines. The completeness of the supply chain makes this museum unique in its kind. Olive oil, a precious resource of the territory, is extracted in ancient oil mills. The collection kept in the museum includes models with 1, 2, 3 and 4 millstones, both in stone and in granite. The first wine presses, such as the one with the horizontal screw, mostly built with wood, work with the continuous screw system, using the ingenious screw pump. With the introduction of the garola, it then becomes possible to mechanize the wine-making process using the centrifugal force. It is here that the Gioia del Colle Primitivo DOC wine and its distillates originate. The Apulian mozzarella originates from this fertile land, the Gioiella, hence the name of the most famous and oldest dairy in the town. Boilers, cauldrons, magni, ruotole, fiscelle, butter churn, wood and tin containers, iron and aluminium containers, the first milk transport method, such as Uncle Ninuccio's bicycle, founder of the dairy, are all elements and unique pieces found in the museum. A prominent and irreplaceable figure is the carpenter, with all the sub-craftsmen of the industry, such as the cooper, the toemaster, and woodworker. It is possible to admire the evolution of the culture through a book bindery and printing workshop, 19th and 20th century machinery, with particular regard to a printing press and text binder. A collection of the first cameras and film cameras, including the first prototypes of camera obscura and a series of original slides designed by Lumiere. The harvest and storage of grain is illustrated throughout its supply chain, from the earliest stone sheller to mortars, both in stone and wood, to the first manual stone mills. The first Templar mill, where cross pate is still visible. The first mechanical example has one millstone. In the late 19th century, the millstones became two, until the rolling mill was introduced, the first example of heavy engineering. This series is completed by a range of sieves used to separate the bran from the flour, up to the more contemporary sifter and plan sifter. The museum also houses the Ferrari of the past, reserved for the wealthier, at the time called charrette, used particularly during Sunday services. Currently undergoing restoration is an exceptional collection of school desks, tractors and threshers, and two hearses of the 18th century. Unique and rare pieces, initially driven by 6 horses to accompany the burials of noblemen for both adults and children. Our words and descriptions cannot do the generous display justice. History and future generations should give greater value to such a detailed and unique showcase of the past, which has come to us thanks to the initiative of the obstinate as well as the competent Dr. Santoiemma, generous patron of the Gioia del Colle Museum.